Libra, 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 Libra Nation. How y'all doing? How y'all feel? Y'all good? Y'all doing all right? Did y'all sleep okay? Did you eat all right yesterday? Um, you taking care of yourself? You have mental clarity? You doing all right? You doing all right emotionally? Um, wow, that's crazy. So I just got the urge to say this. And when I say this, I do mean this. I do mean this. If you are ever in a situation, if you're ever in, I don't know, that space, and you need just somebody to listen, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. Now, I'm not promising no damn reading, but I am promising, some type of like emotional support in that moment, especially when you feel as though you don't have anyone to talk to, or you feel as though, excuse me, every time I go live, I get the hiccups. Anyway, in that moment where you just feel like the walls are closing in, or you feel as though, the people who you're trying to communicate with, if they just aren't getting it. If you need someone just to kind of like hear you and to know that you've been heard, shoot me an email. We'll figure it out. Now, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not licensed in any state as far as psychology or psychiatry goes. But sometimes we just need someone who's going to be neutral. We just need someone who's not going to judge us, even though we may have thoughts in that moment that are stupid. Um, you know what I mean? It's like we'll think something, but when you actually say it to another human being, it sounds hella fucked up. It really does. You're like, does that even make sense? It made more sense in my head, you know. So, yeah. All right. So, I'm a little late. I'm a little late. January is damn near over, and here I am talking about January, February readings. That's why it says sorta. As you know, readings are timeless. Whenever you come across it, that's when it's meant for you to hear it. That's when your message is meant for you. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started and see what the fuck is going on with Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check your natal chart. Find out where Libra resides in you. Let's start with the chakra cards. I got a couple of new decks that I've been using. So bear with me when it comes time to shuffle. I know you like, damn, Piff, you already shuffle hella long. Now you're going to be shuffling longer? There we go. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, I will give you a heads up. In the group on Facebook, same name, 1214 Epiphany Place. I am doing readings there. I am doing live free readings there as well. Excuse me. Yeah, join up. Check us out. See if you like it. Definitely a good vibe. Positive energy. Informative information here and there. You know, maybe some funny shit I see. I don't know. I'm bound to post whatever. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever I'm like looking at or feeling in that moment. So, or shit that just like makes sense. Like, you know what? I'm gonna post this. So yeah. All right, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check the natal chart. Find out where Libra resides in you. Now, as we all know, the ink from my new cards. That's what I get. Anyway, where was I going? I'm like all over the place because I have not slept yet. So yeah, this is this is the shit I sleep in, but I haven't slept. So I'm like, fuck it. I might as well go ahead and update the damn channel. All right, so where I was going with this. All right, so Libra. I have not posted anything in the group as of yet. Hey, Empress 88. You're a Libra moon, but you're a Sagittarius sun, aren't you? Maybe not. Maybe not. But thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. You know, once we get into this, if you like the video, hell, if you like me, go ahead and hit that like button. Much appreciated, much appreciated. All right, let's see here. So far in the group, I have done Aries and Cancer, because in the group they're voting. Oh, you're a Pisces. Good morning. Good morning. Pisces are good too. I like Pisces. My son's a Pisces, March 1st. So yeah. So what this reading is going to cover is going to cover singles, it's going to cover couples, and it's going to cover money and whatever else happens to come in between. And you know what, Empress 88? I'm going to do Pisces next. I'm going to do Pisces next. I'm going to do Pisces next. That's for you. I'm going to do Pisces next. So, if you're here for the live, great. If not, just come on back and check it out and, you know, see if any of it resonates. All right. Oh, and thanks for hitting that like button. Thank you. All right. So, as you guys know, is it nice? 7 is mine. But I'm in December, so. But yeah, you know, just, you know, come on back and catch the Pisces reading, you know. Feel free to leave comments, especially like after I've posted the videos. If you guys comment, ask a question or whatever it is that you do, I will respond. I will. I like talking with you guys. I really do. I like connecting. I like connecting with people. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. And I'm all about that. So yeah, we're going to do singles, Libra couples, and Libra money, and whatever falls in between. Let's see here. All right. So the way that I'm doing this reading, I'm using my chakra cards. That's going to be the foundation for all 3 readings. Okay. But as we go into 2023, for those of you who don't know, for 2022, my whole thing, the message was boundaries. Now in 2023, nice. All right, so wait, let me see. What was that again? Okay, when you say you're 61, are you talking about how old you are? Right? All right, so because of the company that I work for, I can't say their names, but yeah, I'm with people all day long. Your seagull, it's happy? I didn't quite get that. Are you in the States? Or are you like overseas? I mean, you don't have to tell me which state. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why I'm getting like India. I'm getting Hindi. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe that has absolutely nothing to do with you, but I'm just, I don't know. Bangladesh. I don't know. I don't know. Shit just comes in and it goes right back out. Anyway. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's see. Libra. Okay, yes to what? You're in India? You're overseas? You said yes. You can't leave me hanging with just the one answer. Where are you? This is crazy. She said yes. I gotta know. I gotta know. Are you overseas? Are you in India? If you say yes again, I'm straight gonna trip. That was a really old expression. Okay, Las Vegas. Ooh, okay. You're in okay, so you're in the States. All right. Las Vegas. Okay, okay. Well, since I have the opportunity now, um, I just want you to just know that you are appreciated. Um, I don't know, maybe there are times where you feel as though you're not, but you are appreciated. This is not gonna let it's not gonna let me go. It's not gonna let me go. Ah, Empress 88, you even started some mess. Uh Empress 88, you done started some mess. Somebody's going to be giving you some information, or you're going to be talking about something. I really don't know what, but it's important to you. It's like information you can use, right? Um, I want to say whoever this person is, it's like you're going to get a very good vibe from them. Um, I don't know. It's going to make you, I don't know, maybe there's somebody that you have not been in contact with for a while, for whatever reason. Um, I don't know, but I've got miracle and I've got forgiveness here. So I want to say, I don't know who's going to make contact with who, but just know that whatever happened, things are good now. Things are really good now. Um, I'm kind of getting this thing where, oh my gosh, it's a miracle. I'm kind of, oh, I like your energy too. Um, okay, you are 61. All right, nice, nice. I'm 52. So, um, yeah, we're close in there. So my old expressions that I might dig up out of the dirt and blow the dust off, blow the dust off of, you're probably gonna like understand what the heck I'm saying. But just know that I don't know. There may be, I don't know. You're going to talk to someone and someone is going to spark something. Maybe a memory, maybe a different point of view, or I don't know. But I don't know if the person is going to reach out to you, if you're going to reach out to them. But some type of miracle or whatever it is that you've been asking for, whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, whatever you've been praying for, it's going to happen. Um, Not saying that you need it, but the forgiveness card is here. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is with this person per se, but whatever it is, forgive yourself because I don't know, maybe you're holding on to something that you don't need to hold on to anymore. Um, Now, I'm not reading you. I'm just delivering a message because that kind of came as you were talking about Las Vegas or India or whatever. Maybe, do you know anybody named India? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But it's like bits and pieces. But I'm just doing as I'm instructed. Um, yeah. See, with the Knight of Swords here. Definitely there's going to be some type of communication coming in. Um, I don't know. It's like some light will be shed on some truth. Maybe something that you were trying to figure out. Maybe some truth that you were looking for. Um, I've got the Knight of Cups, I've got the Moon card, and I've got the Two of Pentacles. So definitely there's going to be something coming in. Um, I got really shit. I'm freezing now. I'm cold. I don't know why. That is crazy. Um, I don't know. Maybe something was presented as something and it turns out that it's not how it was presented. Right? Exactly. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Some light is going to be shed on something that may has happened like a long time ago. You were misinformed. You were given information, but it was out of the wrong context. All right. Um, damn, I'm cold. Shit. Ooh. Does somebody live in a cold environment? I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Some type of decision is going to need to be made. Um, for the good, for the better. I don't know. Hopefully this is making sense to you. Maybe if not right now, maybe sometime later. Excuse me, but I'm getting that you were given some type of information, but it was given to you out of the the wrong context. Shit. Um damn, why I'm literally like shaking. I'm fucking cold, man. Um okay, yeah, you meet people all around the world. From all around the world. So, I don't know. I don't know, you were misinformed about something and it's going to change your perception about maybe the situation or people or a person. Um I don't know. Maybe it's something that you've forgotten about, but it's gonna you having a conversation with someone, um it's kind of gonna like, I don't know, bring back a memory or something like that, but you're gonna end up finding out the truth about whatever this is. So I don't know, it may, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, but I hope that helps you out. Not that you asked for it, but you know, in my ear, say this: if it's not for you, then it could be for somebody who like comes on in and checks this video out. I'm not sure. But yeah. I mean, while we're at it, do you have a question? Is there something you'd like to ask? I mean, I can always change the title, delete it, repost it, what have you. You know, it's Sunday. I have nowhere to be except in bed, go to sleep. I haven't been asleep yet. So I was getting a little tired during that 2-hour cancer reading, but I got my second wind and now I'm here. You've been on a twin flame journey. Okay, I'm interested. I'm a sucker for love stories. I am. I'm a hopeless romantic, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just something about love. I don't know. It gives you so much. I don't know. For me, anyway, when I'm in it, or even the thought of it. See, I'm smiling now. It's like I don't know. It makes me what I've been promoting. It makes me want to be better, to do better. Yeah, I do that on my own with self love, but it's different when you have it coming from another human being, and it's real. It's I don't know. But yeah, that we have a shift that's happening as we speak, and love is coming in for people who've been waiting for it. So that's how it's been working out thus far, especially for Aries and Cancer so far. Man, listen, Cancer didn't met the love of a lifetime. Damn it, Cancer has met the love of a lifetime. Had me crying in that video. I probably should just go ahead and do this Libra reading, right? All right, well, I know there's going to be a Libra that's going to tune in and be like, what the hell? Let me look at this title again. All right, so I guess you don't have a question. Sometimes there's like a lull, not a lull, but sometimes it's kind of takes a while for messages to cross over. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get started on the Libra reading. But hey, if you have a question, just, hit me up. My email, 1214 Epiphany Place. I'll answer a question for you. No problem. No charge. I don't know. I'm just in a giving mood, I guess. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And, hey, if you're not already a member, go ahead and, join us on Facebook, 1214 Epiphany Place. Great energy, great vibes. Right now, I've got them voting on which sign to be read next. So far they've voted for Aries and then Cancer. So I don't know. Last time I checked, it was neck and neck between Aquarius and Sagittarius. So we'll see. And it's a nice little, small, little, quaint little group, just how I like it, But yeah. Please join. We'd love to have you. All right, Libra, my leaves. Was this new moon? Yeah. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. Are you aware that with this new moon in Aquarius, and you have like a couple of hours left? Yeah, but anyway, more than a couple. But anyway, with this new moon, it's actually a super new moon where whatever it is that you're trying to manifest is going to manifest a lot quicker during this time. So take full advantage of it. I'm manifesting a few things. We'll see what happens. I'm manifesting a few things. And, actually, one of them is actually happening right now before my eyes, and I can't believe it. It's like, whoa. So I'm excited about that. All right, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check your natal chart. Find out where Libra resides in you. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Help me out with this algorithm. Hit that like button. You don't have to be a Libra to hit the like button. You don't. Just because. Pay it forward. Somebody has liked something of yours in your life. Like something of mine. Pay it forward. Oh, Libra. Tapping into that Libra energy. Libra. All right, Libra. Renewal is on the bottom of the deck. File that. And we're going to revisit that. I'm just going to kind of lay them all out first. And then we'll get into the whole reading. I'm freezing. Why am I cold all of a sudden? Brr. It's raining outside. Today's a soup day. I might have soup for breakfast. Oh, hell, I haven't been to sleep, so is it really breakfast? Anyway. All right, Libra. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, as we know, we have renewal, right? That's the overall energy. So whatever this is that you went through, that you're going through, and that you're going to embark on, this is going to bring a clean, well, I don't want to say a clean slate, but it's going to allow you to like reboot, restart your situation, whatever it is. You know how there are times when I have just a really bad fucking day. I just have a really bad day. And I always say, you know what? I'm ready to go home, go to sleep, and start all over tomorrow. That's what I'm kind of getting from this. It's like, you know what? We're going to have to do this over. So let me go to sleep, and I'm going to wake up, and we're going to start all over. And it's going to, work according to plan. So we hope. So And sometimes you just have to, in order to recharge, reboot, I don't know, sometimes you just have to walk away from some things in order to get clarity, in order to come back and do whatever it is that you need to do within your purpose, during your journey, on your walk, your path. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so we have isolation, we have completion, we have enlightenment. Now, this is in your recent past. I want to say that you took some time out to work on yourself. There was something that you had to get through. The way that the cards are lining up, maybe some of you had to go through a death, a spiritual death, in order to, be enlightened. Sometimes, not sometimes, we are. We're growing up, we're programmed to do things a certain way, to live by a certain, or by certain rules. With the journey that you're on, I want to say that there have been times where there may have been episodes where things just didn't make sense, or things clashed, or you just kind of got to that moment where, it's like trying to force yourself to unlearn what you've been programmed to do. Okay. And I mean, we go through these deaths, we go through these like micro deaths all the time. Sometimes we're not aware that we're actually going through one. And then sometimes it's just like in your face. Oh, you're going through it. I'm not quite sure as far as what degree that, you guys have gone through your little micro spiritual death, but something happened to the point where you were like, you know what, I need to not so much as reinvent yourself, but you need to redo, restart, do it over. It's like, you know what, there's some things I need to let go. There's some things I need to shed. And you took that time and you did it. You may have also removed people from your life that no longer serve, any purpose whatsoever. I just kind of get the feeling that you've allowed a lot of people to like waste your time. Only because you thought that maybe they were onto something when they were actually on something. You know what I mean? And not in a good way, not in a good way. But it's like through this period of a rebirth, let's call it a rebirth, right? You may have encountered a person or maybe a place that is giving you answers to the many questions that you have. And it's like opening your eyes to like, I wouldn't say a whole new world, but a world that has always been here, but you couldn't see it because of other things that were distracting you or blocking your view. All right. So that's your past. But it's moving into your present, especially with the enlightenment. Now you're able to expand on ideas, on I don't know, just in life in general. It's like whatever it was, this micro death. I like saying micro death. I don't know. It's I had COVID like about a week or so ago, and I binged watched House. So bear with me. Um, it's all about expansion. Some of you, excuse me, some of you may be wanting to expand your families. Some of you may want to expand your knowledge in certain areas. Um, some of you may be thinking about moving up the corporate ladder. It's like you're realizing that you have all these different opportunities. I want to say that you're also realizing that you're not a one trick pony. Just because you do one thing does not mean that that's the only thing that you do. Um, you're tapping into different sides of you. Maybe also, you know, like some parts of you that you may have forgotten about. You're possibly starting to do things that you used to do before, like hobbies. Certain things that you outgrew because somebody told you, okay, look, you're however many years old. You need to do this. You need to start thinking this way. You know, it's funny how people will do that when you're supposed to be in a certain place in your life. They're quick to say, you're however many years old. You should know this by now. And da 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 da. Everybody's different and everybody moves at a different pace. You know, somebody at, I'll make it as simple as possible. There are some kids right now in middle school who know exactly what they want to do and what they want to be when they grow up, when they become adults. They just know, which is great. Then there are others who don't. Who put a time limit on it? What, so by the age of 18, you better know what you want to do in life? Nobody knows what the fuck they want to do. You really don't know what you want to do in life until you reach your 30s. Until you're like mid 30s, mid to late 30s, you really don't know what it is, the hell it is that you want to do until you like reach that point. You could have had your entire future planned out for you or thought that you were going to do all this. And then one day something just changes. Something else may grab your attention or whatever it is that you planned on doing. It did not meet your expectations. Doesn't mean you're a failure, just means that you've grown, you've evolved, you have a different interest now. It's okay to figure out what it is that you want to do. It's okay to try to figure out what your purpose is. Look at what you're good at. All the answers to your questions are inside. You just have to tap into it. Meditation is really good. You know, you can try that. All right, so anyway, right now, well, that just kind of led up to the card that you have in the center of your reading, Libra. Release. There are so many things that you need to get rid of, that you need to release. And you know, it's like, look at this. All right, so here we have isolation. We got the suit, right? We got the suit. Then we have completion, right? We got a cemetery. You done got dressed up for your death, for your micro death, right? Then here we have release. Now you're in a damn cemetery. There's a theme. There's a theme. There's a part of you that has died that you've gotten rid of. And oh, you should be happy that you did because it wasn't serving you anymore. It was a part of you you needed to let go. It was probably really hard for you to let go because it connected you to your past. It connected you probably to your childhood. But you've outgrown a lot of the people that you grew up with, including relatives. You know, they're not off limits. But don't look at it as a negative, you know. Look at it as a rebirth. Um you're definitely like getting rid of the things in your life that no longer serves you. You're prioritizing now. You're making sure whatever it is that you need, you have. Then we have instinct, you know, using your intuition and listening to your higher self and just kind of paying attention to the world around you. You really need that right now. I want to say that something is going to happen between now and the full moon. Not really quite sure what that is, but we're going to figure that out. But expect something to happen. Um, I don't know. Just you've made room with this whole, micro or this micro death. It's like you've cleared the way. You've gotten, it's like spring cleaning, you know, all winter. You did what you set out to do. If you set a goal to lose weight, let's say you set a goal to lose weight. Well, you went to the gym every day, you worked out, you ate right, took your vitamins, you slimmed down. Now you got all these clothes that you can't wear anymore. Maybe for a few months, it's like, well, you know what? I'm going to keep these. I'll set them aside because I'm going to give them away. There's nobody to give them away to. It's like, why even hold on to it? I mean, I understand, hey, somebody else in need might need them, but you're going to have to find the needy person who needs them. They've been sitting there for months now. Get rid of that shit. Take it down to the Salvation Army, the consignment center, whatever. Hospitals. There are people who come in, depending on what their situation is. A lot of times they get scissor happy. They will cut your fucking clothes off. um, if you have children and same thing, you're going through their stuff, I'm pretty sure their school has a closet. Donate it to them or whatever, however much you can. Whatever you can't, if you have a church or some type of center that you go to, try and donate it there. If you can't, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Make a quilt. Cut it up and make a quilt. Hell, whatever. But you got to move that space out in order for the new stuff to come in, right? You've worked out, you slimmed down, you're where you want to be, you're happy, you're excited. Now it's time to go shopping. But guess what? If you don't clear out your closets, you're not going to have anywhere to put the new stuff. So what are you going to do? Put it on the floor? Lay it over a chair? Have it lay at the bottom of your bed while as you sleep? No. You're going to make room. So get rid of the old stuff. You've been getting rid of the old stuff. Make room for the new stuff. Start putting the new stuff away. Going into your future, you have recovery. You have a trickery, and it's not what you think it is. And then you have rejection, right? I want to say through this journey, there was a point in time in your life, Libra, where with certain people, you just took their word for it. Sounded good. It's like, you know what, that makes sense. But along the way, you've learned to do your little research, even though somebody might tell you something. Still look it up for yourself, especially if it's gains your interest. With this recovery, it's about going back, way back, and discovering things about yourself or finding things out about yourself. If you're a believer of past lives, you may tap into some of the things that you used to do in that life. I am a believer. There have been times when I've walked past, as a matter of fact, recently I walked past a mirror and I caught myself in just the right light. And I'm telling you, it triggered a memory. It triggered a memory. I mean, I saw myself, and I'm not going to like go into it. But that was part of my recovery. I'm recovering memories of things that I used to do. And the more that I tap into that, the more comfortable I am. It's like, okay, yeah, this is all right. This is feeling good. I like this. I like this. And then it just kind of makes sense of stuff that you kind of dabble with or toy around with, or things that you're attracted to and you have no idea, you have no reason why. You have no idea why. That's not reason, but you have no idea why. When that happens, it all makes sense. Things just kind of fall into place. Um, Certain people will enter your life to help you with your recovery, with what you're recovering, the information that you're recovering, because you're rusty at this point. You know, some things are not just like riding a bike. Some things you have to kind of like have a refresher course on. And, God, spirit, source, whomever you believe in, they align people in your life at the right time. It's your choice if you want to deal with these people and the lessons that they have been brought to you to share with you in order for you to learn. Sometimes a connection can be like so real and so good, it's frightening, you know? It's like you can meet someone and feel as though you spent a lifetime with them, you know? Never an argument, maybe a misunderstanding here or there, but nothing, nothing detrimental that would like sever like connections or anything like that. So that's what you're going to be dealing with in your future, which is awesome. It's great, you know, because I feel as though there are some of you who have been wanting to reconnect with parts of yourselves that you either don't remember or you just, forgot about, you know. All right, so the trickery. Hmm. You can be your own worst enemy, especially when you get into that mind space. Um, just know to take a step back from certain things. If things aren't like clicking or things are misfiring, I'm freezing. I'm gonna have to get up in a minute. Take a look at, just take a step back, take a breath, and look at it for what it is, and deal with it accordingly. All right, because what is coming at you or what's coming toward you may seem a certain way, but it's not at all what you think it is. You know, it's it's more about you. It has this card. It's not about someone pretending to do something or be something that they're not, and they're pulling the wool over your eyes. No, this is about you and the heart chakra and allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable when it comes to um, opening yourself up, loving unconditionally. Um, for example, you may meet someone and the connection is so great, you may feel as though you're falling in love with this person when in actuality, you're really not. You're in love with whatever the message is or whatever purpose they have in your life. That's why I'm saying that you need to kind of like take a step back and look at things for what they are, not just kind of take it and run with it because it feels like love. So it's got to be love. No, there's like different degrees of love, you know? And once you establish that and you understand that and, you live accordingly, life gets a little bit easier. Um, During this process, during this journey, you're going to have thoughts, and these thoughts are going to be negative thoughts. These thoughts are going to be like, oh, you're wasting time with this. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, do you really think you're going to be successful at that? Oh, you might as well just give up because, you're your own worst enemy. I'm telling you. You got to get out of that mind space. You have to stop doing that because manifestation starts as an idea. When you do that, you're giving it a vehicle. You're giving it life. Don't do that. Just kind of wipe it from your mind. Have your go-to point when you get to a point. It's kind of like when you want to call someone, but you don't want to be the first person to call kind of thing or whatever. Or if you're going through a breakup, you want to call the person because you're just so in habit of calling the person. So you and your friend or whoever, you set up this thing. Well, when you feel as though you're going to call this person, call me instead. That's what this is as far as like your mindset. You have to train yourself where have a happy thought, you know, a happy place where you go mentally. So when these negative thoughts come in, you can go there and just bypass. Ah, you thought you got me. I'm too quick, you know? Don't allow it to have time, because once you give it a little bit of time, it's going to fester and it's going to eat you up until you actually go ahead and break down and like call someone or whatever the other example was I gave. Um, yeah, but like mainly it's like after a breakup, you feel compelled to call someone after a breakup, especially if you weren't the one who broke up with the person and they broke up with you. It's like there's a part of you that's like, you know what, let me just call and just say, no, I love you. No, let me just call and, you know, hey, I just wanted to say hi. And, you know, and it could be any little thing. You know, you could be like, well, you got some of your stuff here. They know they got stuff over there. You don't need to call them for that. But yeah, don't feed it, because once you feed it, it's going to get too big for you to control. And then you're going to have to start all over again. You have to go to bed and start over the next day. So yeah, this is about renewing yourself. This is about what's to come, preparing yourself for what's coming, coming your way. So yeah, burr. Alrighty. Why am I still sitting here shivering? Because I'm lazy. So with that being said, I deserve to be cold. I do, because I'm lazy right now. All right, Libra. So this is going to be for Libra singles. Ooh, I don't know, Libra. I don't know, Libra. I don't know. And please, by all means, comment, you know, once you see this video, if it resonates with you, great. Take from it what you can. Whatever else does not resonate with you, don't worry about it, because it ain't worried about you. Trust. All right. And don't forget, if you want your own personal reading, you can contact me. You use my email address, 1214epiphanyplace@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook. Once again, where we have a Facebook group there. You can inbox me. Again, 1214 Epiphany Place. And there's also Epiphany Place on Facebook. All right, so what's going on with Libra? What's going on with singles or single Libras? This is a new deck, so you'll have to pardon me. I'm trying to break it in. Break it. All right, what's going on with Libra singles? I don't think you're going to be single long, Libra. Especially if you put in the work. I don't know, lately with my readings, folks are getting married. Folks are coming in with some money. Folks are getting raises and promotions. Did I mention folks are finding love? Alrighty. I think that's enough. All right, Libra. Oh, Libra, guess what? Cancer made me cry today. Ooh, boy. Ooh, Cancer made me cry today. Once upon a time, it was only you Libras that would make me emotional. Now we're going to add Cancer to the list. All right, so for isolation, we have the Hierophant. For completion, we have the Six of Pentacles. For enlightenment, wow, I said entitlement. For enlightenment, we have the Five of Swords. Expansion, Five of Cups. Release, we have the Page of Wands. Now it's getting interesting. A page has shown up. We have, for instinct, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have a Knight that's shown up. Knight of Swords. That's for, what is it, recovery. For the trickery, we have the Two of Swords. Y'all not trying to make no damn decision, are you? And then we have the Strength card for rejection. Isn't that funny? All right, so on the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Swords. We have the Six of Swords energy. So with the Six of Swords, right? Emotionally, you're coming from a really, really bad spot. You're coming from a really rough situation. Emotions were probably high. Um, I don't know. It's like you're coming out of that now, where now things are starting to settle. You're starting to be able to see a little bit clearer now as far as, that episode. You're able to take what you went through, and it's making you stronger. Um, so with this reading, past, present, future, and then we kind of go around. It's a 360. All right. And this will be used for all readings. Anyway, I don't want to say, I don't think you're alone. Um, I don't know. You may have a companion that's with you. Um, I don't know. I'm getting, because with the Six of Swords, you have, the guy, um, he's on this boat. He's taking off. He's leaving a situation. He's going somewhere else where things are a little bit better, a little bit calmer, which is great. But I feel as though you're not alone. It's like there's somebody with you. Um, this could be somebody that you met along the way. Maybe they were sitting on a riverbank or whatever. But I feel as though there's going to be like some type of connection, some type of friendship that's going to develop from that. Um, I'm not sure who it is between you and the other person, but one of you is a little bit immature, just a little bit. But it's not a bad immature. I mean, you know when to, be an adult, but you have like childlike ways about you. Um, Most of the time it works for you, but anyway, we'll get into it. Um, there's also some type of transition that's happening. That's usually what happens with a move, is that's a transition. Um, I don't know. It's like you're getting rid of these people and these things from your past and being reborn, renewed. Uh, I don't know. It's just you're more aware now. Like time is precious. You want to enjoy the journey now. You want to enjoy life now. So you're getting rid of the things that, just stresses you the fuck out. You're getting rid of that. And that's good though. That's good though. Um I don't know. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Some of you may be relocating. You may be moving. Only because as I'm looking at this picture, I don't see any land. I see water, unless that is land and they just forgot to color it in. But I do see you moving forward steadily. So that's good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the meat of your reading. All right, so with the Hierophant, right? And the isolation thing. All right, so once upon a time, you were probably very traditional, like with the way that you were raised. Maybe, I wouldn't say very religious, but on the religious note. Very attuned to what society expects, from you and what society expects you to be in society. Um, I don't know. You're not all about the social rules anymore. I want to say that you shed that part of you during this death, you know? Um, Libra, you've always been about fairness, what's right, you know, being even, as far as like what you stand on, which is good. I mean, that's not going to change. Not going to change at all. What card was that? Completion. That's a part of you that's always going to stay there. It's always going to be there. You're always going to be that scale, always. And I want to say that's a part of you that you're embracing right now for most of you. Okay. During this stage of completion, some of you may have received some gifts, and I'm not talking about Christmas. Some of you might have found out what your superpower is. I guess my fucking superpower is hiccups. Being cold and having hiccups, that's my superpower. And by the way, I'm a Libra rising, so um I don't know. It's like you're more generous with things that you weren't generous with before. Um I don't know. You're like very giving now. There's like this thing of peace that's come over you. And it's like you're tapping into that. And it's like it's in everyday life. All right. Now, when we talk about abundance, we talk about well, people usually associate abundance with wealth. Okay, scratch that. People associate abundance with money. All right, so for you, you're realizing how abundant you truly are. You might have a negative balance in your checking account, but you're realizing that you're actually very rich. You're wealthy. I mean, you have family members who love you and you love them. You have friends that you consider to be family. So, that you're rich, by way of that. Because there are some people who just don't have any friends. Not because they can't make friends, but there are some people who are out here who choose not to have friends. That's a whole other video. But you're realizing how wealthy you are, that your point of view was a little off because of what you had been taught in your past. So it's like you're embracing that right now. Okay. Now don't get me wrong, there will be some money coming your way. Um, so just kind of be aware of that. But overall, it's like if you have not made this connection, you will soon. You will soon. All right, so on top of the Enlightenment card, you have the Five of Swords. Now, this is where it gets interesting. All right, so with the Five of Swords, it's about conflict. It could be, something that you're trying to deal with. You're trying to get a grasp. You're trying to wrap your head around some shit. It's like, I'm not going to be emotional about it. I'm not going to react to it. I'm going to try and stay grounded. The waters are kind of rough, just like with that Six of Swords. The water is kind of rough. You're trying to move away from that, It's like if you have to take the L on a certain situation, then you take the L on it. But where it comes with the Enlightenment card, you're starting to have like these mini bursts of information. And you could also be surrounding yourself around people who are also gifted, and they're like giving you these little gems. And every time you know take a look at these little gems, it opens up a new door. Not necessarily a window, but a door. Opens up a door. And you're finding yourself while doing this. There are things about you had no idea that you were capable of until, this past isolation and shutting yourself of all the bullshit that you no longer need in your life. So you're actually embracing this. And it's like every day, it's like you're discovering something new about yourself. And it's like, oh my God, oh my God. So that's cool. All right, so right now in your present, you have expansion. And so far, Libra, I'm getting that you're completing the final steps of self-love and taking care of yourself and doing your shadow work. So don't be disappointed if love is not coming in from another person, because love is actually coming in. You're actually finding love that was always there, that was always inside you. You just didn't know how to tap into it. A lot of people don't know how to love themselves. A lot of people don't love themselves. you're coming out of that. I want to say that this has not been all the time for the majority of you. There's a few special ones out there where it's been since the beginning. You didn't love yourself for whatever reason. Um, but in this instance, with, you know, the Libras that, you know, are connecting with this, um, you're discovering things about yourself. You're shedding these things, right? So with expansion, here you have expansion, right? Here you have expansion. Ooh. And then you have the Five of Cups. You are still shedding and ridding yourselves of things in order to make space for what's already there, that you've like compartmentalized, that you've cramped up and just kind of balled up into a ball, and you stuffed it deep, deep, deep down inside, right? You're looking at parts of you that, there are some parts of you that you're more than happy to get rid of, that you've been trying to like change behaviors, things that trigger you to react a certain way or to think a certain way. You're shedding all of that. Some things are easier than others to shed, to get rid of. But you're still concentrating on, why can't I do this? Why can't I get rid of that? Why am I like this? It gets me nowhere. Why do I keep doing this? In those instances, you know that there are some things that you've done, but there's always a moment just before you do it, just before you think it, where something inside you goes, but you're like, It's like, You know that you have these tendencies. So you have to make sure that you practice discipline. If you want to change a behavior, you have to practice discipline, because you're not just going to wake up and it's going to happen on its own. It's just like for people who smoke and want to quit smoking. You know, it's like there are times of the day where they want to reach for a cigarette. Um, and also people who vape and want to stop vaping, whatever. Um, you have that moment before you light up to go, I'm not going to do it. You have that moment before you even buy it to go, no, I'm not going to buy it. Another example for those of you, well, if you don't smoke, for those of you who are foodies, for those of you who have decided to lose weight, not just because you're overweight, but because maybe you have diabetes or you're pre-diabetic. Or you could also want to change the way you eat because of your blood pressure, right? You have learned behaviors. There are times, and you know, society has rigged it up where it's very hard, especially if you're not disciplined and you're trying to become disciplined. When you go to the store, you could go to the gas station just for gas, and for whatever reason, it's not reading your card. You can't tap the shit or whatever. It says see cashier. When you go in, all you want to do is pay for your gas. But now you see all the candy that's out in front of the register. In some stores, they have like these promotions where they have cashiers that are like, would you like to buy 3 candy bars for the price of 1, or buy 2 and get 1 free? Everybody can't fucking eat candy. Some people got real bad cavities, and if they even try to eat something sweet, that shit's gonna hurt. I don't know why I came up with that. People are diabetics. It's like, I mean, whoever's marketing strategy that was to sell fucking candy, they need to be like really held to the coals for real. Because I mean, somebody who's trying to work through something, somebody who has like a weakness, the last thing you want is somebody to offer you some fucking candy when you really want some. You really want some. And then there's a deal on it too. So yeah, you're shedding these things. You're shedding these behaviors, these learned behaviors. You're recognizing the triggers to these behaviors. So you've really put in a lot of work and you've come a long way. So be proud of yourself. You really have. You've come a long way. Here we have, and this is why I got excited. Here we have in the center of your reading is the Page of Wands. All right, so in tarot, you guys are familiar with the Fool card, right? That's you. That's all of us starting our journey. We're given tools to use on our journey. And intuition happens to be the fifth tool that's given to us. Now we can decide to choose to use it or not, with the Two of Pentacles. The thought is there. The thought is there with the Two of Swords. But do we actually go ahead and do it? The idea is there with the swords. With the Pentacles, I'm sorry, with the Cups, with the Page of Cups, um, the passion is now there behind it. The drive, that energy that you need for it to actually start forging it and making it tangible, making it real. Then you have your page. Now you're getting all your materials together and you're getting ready to execute. This page right here is the executor. That's the one who executes shit. That's the one that gets it rolling. You got the idea, pass it, and then give it to me. I'm gonna make it happen. This is in the moment where you're most passionate, you're most inspired. You I don't know, it's like you're guided on pure inspiration. It's like you're inspired. Everywhere you go, something inspires you. Everywhere you turn, there's some little breadcrumb of information. It's like, oh, I got to search this. I got to research this. I got to figure this out because this is so interesting and it's falling in line with what I'm going through, with what I'm experiencing. So it's like working out for you really well. Right now, you're realizing that your potential is limitless. All right. You're releasing all the bad shit. This is the shit that you're releasing. You're releasing all of that because you're trying to expand. You're trying to grow. You're trying to evolve. You're trying to elevate. You're trying to vibrate on a higher frequency. And when you do that, you attract people on that frequency. So the people that you were attracting, the ones, I'm not vibing with you. Why are these people in my life? Why do I attract these people? You gotta vibrate a little bit higher. You're in between decibels. You gotta vibrate a little higher, just a little bit higher, and then you'll have it. You're excited right now. You're excited about this new adventure. When in actuality, it's the same one. It's just new to you because you've turned a corner. All right. You've turned a corner. It's not new. It isn't. It feels new, which is great because it's giving you that drive. It's giving you that curiosity to figure out what's really going on. What is it that you're really here? What is it that you're really meant to do here, during this time that you have? Pay attention to the different people that are coming in and out of your life that you just happen to meet, say, like in a line at a grocery store or, while you're sitting in a waiting area to have lab work done. Um, you'll be surprised because you'll start to click. It's like the conversation that you'll have. It's going to be intriguing. It's going to be like, wow, it's like you're gonna not want the conversation and the information to end because it's like you're really getting some substance finally, which is great. Now, here is the Nine of Pentacles and your instinct card. All right. Nine of Pentacles. You are getting yourself situated. You are positioning yourself. You're getting yourself ready. It's just like getting ready for a storm. You're going to stockpile bread, eggs, and milk. Bless your heart. Canned goods, But instead of things to feed the body, you're looking for things to feed your soul. You're stockpiling on these things. And it's so cool. I mean, your whole outlook now is like a 4-year-old. You're exploring and want to touch everything, which is great. It's like you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You've done your shadow work. You're still working through a couple of things, but it's not as major as it was because it was highs and lows, just like waves coming in. You finally have worked your way to a point where it's like, you know what? During this transition, I found myself. I'm loving myself again. I'm taking better care of myself now. I'm understanding my self worth. I'm also understanding the power that I possess. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're realizing, you're recognizing who you are, who you were meant to be, who you're becoming. You're recognizing yourself now. Where when you were in that space, that dark space, you didn't recognize yourself, people around you didn't recognize you. You were just a totally different person. Now it's like you're getting comfortable in your new skin, right? You're getting comfortable with it. And I don't know, it's like the things that you do for other people just for the sake of doing it because you're a kind and compassionate soul, you look at that as something as being rewarding, you know? If you like sharing information, anytime you can share something and or you stumble upon somebody who doesn't know something or they know a little bit, it's like you are more than happy. If you have the time now, you are more than happy to share your experiences or share whatever it is that they're now embarking on because you've been there already. So you're passing the torch on with certain things. For some of you, you also may have financial independence at this point, right? I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, listen. You have you're in a place now where before you may have been living paycheck to other paycheck, not to the next paycheck, because that's already gone. You live in paycheck to the other paycheck, right? Trying to find some odd jobs in between. Maybe, striking out on your own and, like making or creating, your own business of sorts, whatever. But you're taking pride in that and you're finding that you're self-sufficient. I want to say you haven't felt like that in a long time, or maybe you haven't felt good about that in a long time. For some of you, you may have been on your own since your teen years for whatever reason, um, and it's not like it's different when you're forced out of a situation and you're forced to grow up. You're forced to take care of yourself and live on your own and find the best possible way to take care of yourself. It's a hell of a lot different when you're coming from your parents' house, graduating from high school, you're going off to college, or maybe you're, going to a 2 year, but you're finding yourself. You find student living, you get your very first, apartment. You may have roommates, whatever. That is a rewarding experience because it's like, wow, I've earned this. I'm on my own now. A lot of times you're left like, same thing if you're forced out of a situation, you're still sitting there like, what the fuck do I do? Here's an example, and I want you guys to follow suit. It takes a village, right? All right. In my line of work, I deal with the public from all ages, newborns to elderly. When it comes to the wonderful 18-year-olds that come in, because a lot of places you have to be 18 in order to be considered an adult. When they come in to have whatever it is that I do done in that facility, when they come seeking my services, they're like, this is my first time. I really don't know what to do. Some people don't have patience and or they might be having a bad day and it's like, oh my God, they might make comments or whatever. Me, because I'm the type of person that I am, I remember when my son was 18 and my daughter who's 18 now. It's like, hey, we're going to have to go out. Like, and it's like stuff that you think that, an 18-year-old would know. My son had to obtain a money order for something. And I'm like, okay, well, you can go to these locations and you can pick them up or whatever. And he's like, So what do I do? Where is it in the store? And I'm like, oh, you have to go to customer service. I'm thinking that I may have already told him, or maybe from experiences with me being in the store, he's seen me purchase a money order, right? No clue, no clue at all. And then I had to take a step back and I'm like, oh shit, damn, you don't know how to do this. Because again, society has conditioned us, even though we're parents and we're raising our kids and we see them day in and day out, it's like we're conditioned to look at even our own kids, 17, 18 years old, 19 years old. You should know this. How do they know it if we haven't taught it to them? Even though they may have been with us at the time of service, that we've done something, doesn't mean that they've been paying attention. So I said all that to say this. Be patient with yourself. There are some things that you're discovering about yourself that you may feel pressure from, that you should already know or you should already be doing because you're however old. Nobody really figures out what the fuck it is that they want to do or be until they're like in their 30s. When you reach your 30s, then it's like you're really like doing that critical thinking. What is it that I want to do? If you don't know already. Some people are lucky. Some people are kind of pushed into a certain way of life. That's just because of how their culture is. Some people just know what it is that they want to do. They know what their purpose is. Some people don't. Majority of us don't. We really don't figure it out until we're about in our 30s or approaching 30. We really don't figure it out until then. All right, so in your future, you have the Knight of Swords, and that's on your recovery card. Knight of Swords. So you didn't graduated from a page, and now you a knight. Now you back in your mind. Now you back in your mind. You've already executed something here, which is bringing you reward. All right, with the Nine of Pentacles. Now with the Knight of Swords, now you're in your head again. All right, it's like you're trying to think of what action to take now to either, I just lost my word, to either make something go a little bit farther. That's not what I wanted to say, but that's around about what I wanted to translate. But it's like you have this drive now. You have this way about you where you are determined. You are going to succeed. You are going to win because you are on the winning team because you're a damn Libra. Libras don't quit, right? It's like, I don't know, there may be some challenges like how the Hierophant here, the Five of Cups is here, and the Knight of Swords is here. So in some instances, you may be put in a situation where now you're defending like your newfound beliefs, but they're not really new or found. You've always had them, but because of the way that you were conditioned, you were, made to, I'm losing my words here. You were made to experience, another religion, something that you no longer, find purpose in for you because you've done your soul searching, you're doing your healing. Healing is every day. You're never totally completely healed. Healing is every day. Every day. All right, say it with me. Every day. Every day. All right? Just know that. It makes life so much easier. But no, it's like now you feel as though you may have to defend your beliefs, your belief system. This could be like with people that you're close to. It could be like with family or whatever. How come you don't go to Pastor James' church no more? Miss Jenkins is sitting up in there and bet nobody talk bad about Miss Jenkins. That's just not you anymore. That's just not you anymore. You found something that you connect with that is a part of you at this point, and you're trying to like get people to understand that about you, but it's not so much as you're going out and you're like having to explain yourself. It's more or less like when you're feeling as though you have to defend your beliefs. This is who I am today. That's who I was back then. I don't believe that anymore, you know? And that's fine. People are either going to accept it or not. Fuck it. I mean, the only thing that we can do at the end of the day is respect each other's beliefs. We don't have to believe in the same thing, but it's a matter of respecting someone's choice to believe in whatever it is that they believe in. So that's why when I do like my readings, I say, God, source, goddesses, whoever, because, everybody has their own beliefs, and I respect that. And I believe in everybody's religion. I believe in everybody's spirituality because that's how I learn. It's like, I don't know, I'm just curious that way. So when I find out about, someone else's belief system, I have questions. Wow, how does that work? And then I find the similarities because all the religions are connected. Spirituality is a lifestyle. You know, it's there's no wrong way with spirituality. You do it your way. Some people may follow the same guidelines or what have you, but you adapt with what you connect with. You don't have to connect, you don't have to do every single thing that's under the umbrella of spirituality. You do whatever is that you're called to, whatever you're attracted to, whatever it is that, whatever's meant for you will come to you. Think of yourself as a magnet, right? You're walking through all this plastic, and then all of a sudden, here's this shiny metal object, and then all of a sudden, clunk, clank. It's meant for you, you know? It's something that you have a connection with, something that you're drawn to. There might be certain cities, there might be certain states, certain countries, certain foods. For me, it's the moon. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. I'm connected. The moon is my thing. It's just my thing. To certain things you're just drawn to because they're a part of you. So you have to use that and you have to feed it and nurture it and allow it to grow and allow it to become an overall part of you, you know? It's an extension of you. It's an extension. I can't talk. But you get what I'm saying here. All right, so you have I don't know, you have this. For some of you, you might be a little apprehensive, but be brave. Be brave, my Libras, my Libran. Be brave. Things are happening for you. I don't see any love other than self-love in this for you, single Libras. It's just not time right now. You still need to work on you. There are some things that you still need to put back together. And, you know, I don't know, it's like breaking breaking somebody's favorite cup and you're trying to glue it back together and then you realize that you left out a piece. No wonder why it didn't fit. So now you got to kind of start over. You got to re-break it kind of thing. Focus on you, you know? Get those little broken, shattered pieces and put them back in place where they're supposed to be. But the difference is that they're not going to be the way you saw them at first. You're going to have to flip it because this is a new version of you. It's not really new, but it's going to be new to other people. These are parts of you that you are discovering and you're embracing, and you are finding that you are a remarkable individual, and you're looking at yourself like, damn, how can somebody not love me? I'm a Libra. I command the room when I walk in. All attention is on me because I radiate love. um There is a decision that you're going to need to make. With the Two of Swords here, there is a decision that you're going to need to make. You're kind of like, you know what? I really don't want to commit to that right now. There's something happening behind the scenes, so know that. You're actually like, it's not, excuse me, it's not that you don't want to make a decision right now. I mean, you don't want to make a decision right now, but it's not that you don't want to do it. It's because you can't. And the reason why you can't is because you're weighing out your options. It's not the Two of Pentacles, it's the Two of Swords. You're in your head, you're weighing your options on what is the best road to take. You're tapping into some Gemini energy, you know. Geminis, I'll say it 100 times. Geminis get the baddest fucking rap for real, just like Scorpio, misunderstood. Geminis are about self-preservation. Geminis will weigh out the options. One day, they might say, yeah, I like this idea. 20 minutes later, maybe the next day, when they've had time to like think about it, you know what? I think I'm going to go with this instead. They're not going to tell you why unless you ask them. But to you, it's going to seem as though they're flippy floppy, wishy washy, and indecisive. No, baby, no. Geminis, they're air signs. Geminis, they're looking at both sides of the coin. That's their two sides. They're looking at two sides. There's two sides to everything. Gemini has the plan. Understand your fellow Geminis, man. You can learn a lot. Geminis are about self-preservation. It's about what works for me. That's Gemini. It's not about being selfish. It's not about being only focused on themselves. It's not about being conceited or arrogant or anything like that. No. It's about what works best for me, because at the end of the day, it's just me. It's just me. I got to take care of me. If it comes down to something like, I mean, yeah, if you're hungry and Gemini, well, it depends. If Gemini is hangry, you ain't getting shit. They not sharing no food with you at all. None. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. If they hangry, don't fuck with a Gemini when they hangry. That's all I'm going to say. You've been warned. Maybe y'all gonna get together with a Gemini. I don't know. But anyway, but just kind of like research your Gemini, man. I'm telling you, you will find Gemini is Sag's sister sign. So there are a lot of things that we have in common. Sagittarius, unlike Gemini, can be very selfless. Sometimes we give way too fucking much, and we kind of, I don't want to use the word resent. Yeah, we do. But we kick ourselves. Fuck, why did I do that? I know I shouldn't have. There was something telling me that I shouldn't have been fucking with that motherfucker, but I did it anyway. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Excuse me. All right, so um just, if something is presented to you and you can't make a decision, take your time. Don't feel as though you have to rush into making a decision. Because if you feel as though you have to be rushed into making a decision, walk away from that shit. Seriously, walk away from it. If you feel pressure, walk away from it. Take a breath. Revisit it later. It'll be there. Whatever it is, it'll be there. Trust me. Trust me. Because you have you're redoing your life. This is nobody else's life. This is yours. This is your experience. You as a Libra, this is your experience. Make the best of it. Make your best choices. Don't feel, don't allow anybody to put any pressure on you, Most times, shit, Libra, most times y'all doing the pressuring. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I don't want y'all Libras coming after me. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I do. Out of this whole thing, it's like you're finding new things about you, but you're actually going to be able to tap into your strength. There is something inside of you that you're going to be drawing your strength from, kind of like a syringe, It's like you're going to draw this strength and Just use it wisely. You might get a little drunk off of it, but this is like strength that you have not tapped into in a very long time, because you were in a moment of vulnerability. You were in a moment of feeling weak when you really weren't. But it's for you, this is, you're in your mental, you know? Um, you're in your mental. But like I said, tap into your fellow air sign. Tap into your fellow air sign, Gemini. Seriously. If you have a friend that's a Gemini, you might want to bounce some, like, questions off of them and ask them their thoughts or their opinions on certain things. And I'm telling you, a Gemini, they are funny as fuck. They are dead serious when they talk to you, but they are funny as hell. It sounds like they're joking, but they're not. I'm telling you, if you don't have a Gemini in your life, you need to get one. Anyway, just like if people don't have a Libra in their life, they need to get one. Anyway, I don't know. With this strength is going to come passion, courage. Uh, your discernment is going to be a little bit different. I can't really put into words how, but it's going to be stronger. You're not going to question it. You're just going to know. Um, for some of you, you might be getting back to your old self as far as that whole discernment thing goes. That part of you never left. Some of you have buried it, like really deep. Others of you just decide not to pay it the fuck attention, but it's always been there. Cultivate that, because you're going to need that. All right. There's one other thing I wanted to tap on real quick before we start to clarify, and that's with the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, and the Strength card, just how they're sitting. When it comes to society, that structured, needing social, verification, or I don't know, being accepted socially, fuck all that. You're a free spirit at this point, you know? You're an explorer. You're also a news carrier. When you gather, or as you gather information, share it. Each one teach one, Damn, I just thought of Poor Righteous Teachers. I don't know why. But anyway, probably each one teach one. But anyway, that's where you're going to draw a lot of your strength from. By you communicating with other people, being on this journey, delivering these new messages, per se. That's also a part of where you draw your strength from. Some people call it, oh, I'm around good people, so I'm getting energy from them. No. This is something that's deep within inside you that you have buried for whatever reason. You have yet to tap into your full potential. I'm in the same boat with you. I still have not tapped into my full potential. I do know what a couple of my superpowers are. And I have to be very careful because, how can I say this? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Damn it. It's when you're building someone up, when you're, telling them, hey, when you're being supportive and you're telling them, hey, you can do this, when you're giving them the talks, motivational talks. If you have that superpower, it's real easy to go from being a motivational, I don't want to say speaker, but giving motivational talks, to being a manipulator. It's very easy. There's a thin line. And opportunities are always there. But it's like you also have to have that character where you don't want to take advantage of people. And I think that's what keeps me from doing that. I mean, I have the ability. I'm not proud of it. It's not like I'm sitting here and I'm like, hey, I'm a manipulator. I can manipulate people. But I do it in a good way. Get you to do good things, you know? And it's not something that is going to, like, I'm not going to get the payoff from it. You are. You know, I don't know. I like, take TikTok. I like jumping in people's lives and I'll just type, be positive. Hey people, how you doing? Just continue to be positive, you know, productive and powerful. And I'll dip out. Now I've planted a seed. Whoever reads it, they can either take it or not. If they decide to use it, I've spread some love. You know, no hidden agendas. You know, I don't have any, you know, hidden intentions or anything like that. So you also have this ability as a Libra, because you are like the news carriers. You guys like to research shit and find out shit and like to spread it around. You know, continue to do that. Continue to do that. That's like one of your superpowers. But just be careful because, like I said, it's a slippery slope depending on where you are in your recovery. Depending on where you are in your recovery, it's very easy to manipulate people into, you know, thinking one thing about you when it's something totally different. So just be careful of that. Just be careful of that. And same thing, you know, where, you know, and I don't know why, but somebody is going to be dealing with someone who's religious and you're spiritual or you're on a spiritual path. I don't know why that keeps coming up, but just they may try to manipulate you into reverting back. Um, I don't know, just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. But yeah, once you, you know, cultivate, once you, you know, start working on your superpower there, things will get easier. I mean, people will, I don't know if you've noticed it. I'm serious. I kind of made like a sort of a joke. I made light of it earlier, but I'm serious. When Libras walk into a room, it's like you guys command attention. It's just because of how you carry yourself, whether you be a man or a woman, doesn't matter. It's that overall Libra energy. It's just something about you, Libra. It's just something about you. People are drawn to you. It's like you're laid back, you're relaxed, you seem easy to talk to, easy to relate, you know. That's your fucking superpower. Now, some of you, it's stronger than others, but majority of you guys, y'all have no idea that you even have this shit. You know, it's like you walk into a room, people are like, you know, some of you do know that you have this. And the older you get, it's like you reach a point in your life where you're like, well, damn, I wonder if I still got it. I wonder if I still got it. Baby, you ain't never lose it. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's clarify this strength card. What's going on with the strength card? That was kind of sloppy. We're going to hold on to these and see how they fit. All right, that was kind of sloppy. All right, so strength card. Y'all gonna love me. Y'all gonna love me. Yeah. I don't know. This new day. Oh, we got another page, baby. Another page, another adventure, another project. All right, so initially we have these cards over here that flipped out. We'll fit those in a minute, but because it was like such a sloppy, like, I don't know if that was me or if they were supposed to drop out like that. But we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right. I'm telling you here, manifestation. You're going to have an opportunity, say like a new career path, a new path in general or whatever. Remember what I was talking about as far as what you consider to be wealth? Well, now here comes the money part for the single Libras. You're going to have some type of financial opportunity that's going to come your way. And here is the Page of Pentacles. Fits right in hand. Again, manifestation, a financial opportunity. It's like this, this, this right here is confirming this right here. When does that happen? That shit was back to back. They basically mean the same thing, except Ace of Pentacles is a new start. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like you're getting the shit together in order to execute it with the Page of Wands, right? I'm telling you, you guys, 2023 is going to be about love and money. Love and money, discovering yourself and all that good stuff. But as far as the main meat of the year, love is coming in. The shift has already started. Love is coming in. You're going to start to notice people's attitudes are going to be a little bit more empathetic, a little bit more loving, a little bit more caring. I'm not saying the crime rate's going to go down. You're still going to have fools out there. But what I'm saying is that where if you accidentally cut somebody off in traffic, they're not going to be as upset as they were, say, 2 years ago. Shit, how they are like right now. But you're going to notice like different things, subtle things around you. You're going to notice changing. There's going to be a lot more love, a lot more understanding, a lot more happiness, kindness, tenderness. I'm on a roll with these songs now. But thrive off of that. Feed off of that energy. When you see it, when you notice it, sniff it up. Snort that shit. Get it all up in there. Get that battery recharged, right? Just overall the way people talk to each other. Instead of talking at each other, we're going to be talking with each other. There are certain things that are going to happen with the economy anyway, but that's another thing that's going to bring us together as a people. The economy, once that shit hits, once it happens, I'm telling you right now, they're getting rid of middle class. I mean, if you really think of it, when was the last time there was a middle class? But they're getting rid of it. We're going to have to unite, and we're going to have to stand together as a people and actually become an actual community. I think the bartering system's going to come back. Because shit, look at the price of eggs. You know, I can remember when I first moved to North Carolina and listening to like other coworkers talk or whatever, they used to make fun of the people who live like on the outskirts of the city having chickens in their yard. Like they have houses right next to them. I really wouldn't call it a suburb, but like the outskirts of the city. They got chickens just running across the fields and, you know, the fields. They got chickens running across the lawn and whatnot. I bet you they're friends with them damn neighbors now. They're not laughing now. Hey, yo, can you drop an egg? And I guarantee you they're not letting them chickens run free anymore. They probably done put up a damn fence now too. I need to ride by and see that. But anyway, I said all that to say this. Things are changing. Things are going to be changing for the better and for the worse. But there is going to be change. It's up to you how you deal with the change. The Tower card, people look at it like, oh God, it's a Tower card. You know, people falling out the buildings. It's a bad card. People look at the Death card the same way. People look at the number 5 as though it's a bad number. It's not. It's about change. It's about accepting change. It's about how you accept it. It's about how you look at it. It's about perception, you know. For 2023, it's about perception, how you perceive things, putting yourself in the other person's shoes, just their eyeballs, and just kind of, you know, like if there's a misunderstanding, take a minute and like, you know what, let me put myself in this person's place. I could see how you could misunderstand what I said because okay, I get it. Sometimes we have to do that, you know, we have to start practicing that. Instead of just being so hyped up and so quick to judge and be judgmental. We need to stop that, you know. But I'm telling you, you definitely have some money coming in. There's some type of new opportunity, new venture. I don't know. At first, you might be like, this could may have already been offered to you, but this is in your future. But there's going to be, you know what, during this stage where you are finally, you know, coming to grips with your financial stability. We have instinct here. Maybe in that moment, right now, in this moment, it could have happened a few days ago, could happen a couple of days, could happen a couple of weeks ago, may happen in a couple of weeks, you know, even though that's the future, but still. Somebody might come across with an idea, or you can be scrolling somewhere or online somewhere, and something will flash and it'll say, hey, did you know that you could do this and this and this? Listen to some of that shit, because some of it you'll be like, what, really? And nobody's tapped into this yet. If it's not a risk and you're not going to lose a shirt or an apartment or a house or a car or a limb, try it, see if it works for you. All right, so to go to these cards that just kind of fell out, I'm guessing they were for you. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles, so that, you know, signifies teamwork, collaborations. I was going to say calibrations. Calibrations, learning. You know, one of these, maybe two of these are teachers. Somebody in this group is learning something. All right, trust. Somebody is learning something. Three people just don't stand around just to be standing around. There's somebody who's listening and they learning shit. They may not speak it or tell you, but they sizing shit up. They calculating. You watch the next time you get around two other people. All right, so you may end up meeting someone that's going to help you tap into a certain skill set. When that happens, you're going to have to decide if this is something you want to invest in, if you have the time, because you're going to have the opportunity to invest in this. You're also, this is going to catapult you into this, which is looking at the long term instead of the short term. For a long time, you've been looking at the short term. But let me do this for about a year. Let me do this for about 6 months. Let me do this for about 2 years. All right, so I'm going to do this in by 3 years. You got to move on to your 5 and your 10 year. Yeah, I jumped all the way to 10. All right, 5, 7, and 10. You got to jump in there. You have to make some type of plans, you know, especially again, like the way the economy is going. You have to have something. You can't keep doing what you're doing right now, even though you got this. If it is money coming in, if you happen to be one of those lucky Libras, because again, don't forget, this is a general reading. It's not for everybody, but you would hope that it is for you. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because they too damn expensive. And if you drop them motherfuckers, somebody gonna be mad. You. But you know, you have to be patient. Wait for the outcome. Wait for the results. Just don't do something. And I have a tendency of doing that. I'll try something new. I'll do it like me. There's some shit I'll do one time, and if I don't get the feedback that I thought I was gonna get, then I'm like, fuck it, and I'll move on to the next thing. I'm very impatient with certain things, but other things I'm very patient with. So just kind of know that about yourself. Then that way you can gauge, you know. Man, I'm telling you, you are gonna like really be set. You are really gonna be set. You are really. Maybe somebody's getting interested in stock options. Seeing what would work, how it's going, you know, what it's going to yield, you know, and say if the stock does, say if this is a steady stock, it's a slow moving stock, and you invest. It's like that's like if you can live off the dividends, I mean, if this is something that's, you know, it might fluctuate a little bit up and down, but it's not something that's just the bottom's gonna fall out. And there are stocks out there like that. I always tell people, if you're going to invest in stock, invest in the shit that you buy. Why are you going to invest in a stock that you have no ownership of already? If it's not in your house or apartment, if you're not wearing it, or I'm sorry, if you're let me reword that. If it's in your house or apartment, if you're wearing it, all right? If you're eating it, if you're driving it, if you're riding in it, on it, walking with it, in it, invest. Because every time at that point, once you invest in that stock, every time you buy that item, you're investing in yourself. You're driving your stock up. You have to look at yourself as a stock. You have to look at your value. What's going to bring you up? Knowledge, definitely. Um, just be aware, you know, collect things that add to you, not take away from you, and your value will go up. You'll actually elevate yourself to a higher level, another frequency, you know? I mean, you're fresh right now, you know? You're like Neo when they took that damn plug out. Ooh, that shit was nasty. Anyway, it's like you're now realizing that the world that you knew is totally different than what it is, right? This is what you're realizing about yourself. The person that you were, the person that you knew, is someone totally different from who you are and who you're meant to be. That was the foundation. You're taking away from the shit from your foundation that you needed. All the other trivial shit that you can probably not even remember, like little arguments and fights that you used to get into at the sandbox shit. You don't remember that shit, but in that moment, it served its purpose, because either you got beat up at the sandbox, so you learned how to fight, or you were the person at the sandbox who was beating up people and you realized that wasn't right and you need to change your ways. I'm telling you, man, it's all about perception. It's all about the breakdown. It's about how you look at shit. And once you're able to do that, it just makes so much more sense. It's like, wow, yeah, I can do that. Just know that you're coming into something good. Something good. When this money is supposed to drop, well, you got to stop and think, right? You're going to have to stop and you're going to have to think. You're going to have to make sure that this is something that you want to invest in when it comes to this new venture, you know? Take a minute and think about it. Like I said, if you're being rushed, if you're being pressured into making a decision when it has to do with other people, and it's like an investment or something like that, collaboration, whatever it is, take a minute, stop, be like a Gemini in that moment. What is the best possible outcome for me? Fuck the friend who wants you to help them, whatever this is. Oh yeah, we can do this and da 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 da. Because when it doesn't work out, well, you decided to do it. I just told you about it. You don't want to live like that anymore. You don't want to deal with people like that anymore. Take your time. Think about what it is that you want to do, so that you know that the final, with anything that you decide to do, you make the final decision anyway. If somebody is threatening your life, you are still making the final decision as far as the choices that they've given you. Do this or I kill you. You have a choice. You can either do that or let them kill you. And then the other choice is to fight like there's no tomorrow. You have choices. Sometimes some of the choices that you have are not obvious. That's why you need to take a step fucking back and look at everything and pick out the best option for you. And when you do that, share that experience, because there's somebody else coming up behind you that don't know anything. They don't know nothing. They're a blank slate. There's some people who think they know some stuff, but they really don't. They have repeating what they done heard, you know, on a short. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Libra, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, God. I just envisioned a whole bunch of Libras saying, yeah, they do that, don't they? So, yeah. But, you know, just Libra singles, just keep working on yourself, keep loving yourself, keep elevating, stay positive, stay productive, and you will become powerful. All right? You got some power now, but you're not as powerful as you are meant to be. All right? All right, singles, that's it for you. I don't know. I spent like a good, like over an hour on singles alone. But at the same time, when you're in a relationship, you're still an individual. You know? Even though, yeah, with some people and their beliefs, you become one. You're still an individual. You know, when you're in a relationship, you still should be able to go out and do whatever it is that you want to do with your set of friends. You might have mutual friends, but you should still be able to not lose yourself and have your own identity and do your own shit. And a person that you're in a relationship with, let them be them. Let them do whatever it is that they want to do. And everything is going to be nice. Trust me on, please, coming from a Sagittarius, trust me on this shit. Because there are days where I'm a homebody, but then there are days where I just got to be out doing stuff. And it doesn't, and I'm usually doing the shit by myself. It doesn't mean that I'm with somebody else. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I carry myself in a way where I'm not that person. I can be trusted. I'm not that person. And usually, I'm a really bad liar. I usually end up telling on myself anyway. So, I just rather keep it honest, keep it true. It's easy to remember the damn truth. It's hard to remember a damn lie. I'm not going to say I've never lied. There have been times where I have lied and it was like, you know, kid trying to get out of trouble. Get pulled over by the cops. Damn right I'm going to lie. Officer, I don't know what happened. My foot slipped up. It just slipped off the brake and onto the gas. And before you knew it, the accelerator, it just kept going. And, you know, I hit a speed of 60 and a 35. I ain't say I got away with the shit. I told you I was a bad liar. All right. Why did I just do that? I did that. Damn it, man. I did that before. I didn't mean to put these away because we're actually using these. Wait, I got to look at it. Nope, it was this way. Yep. No, this was on the bottom. Shit. No, this was on the bottom. This was here. Instinct was there. Rejection was here. Psh, got it. Ah, baby. Baby. All right. I'm proud of myself. I'm getting older, you know. Every 7 minutes, the trivial shit I forget about and I can't remember shit. Like I'll walk into a room. What did I come in here for? All right. Couples. Libra couples. I will. You know it's bad. I would only do that shit at home, but you know it's bad when you go to work and you do that shit and you flick on a light. The fuck did I come in here for? The fuck did I come in here for? And you know, if you leave the room and go sit down, that shit will come back. Just as you're about to sit down, kind of catch yourself to get back up because you remember what it was you went in there for. You know it's bad when you go to work doing that shit. At home, it's one thing. But now, it's happening when I go to work. I'm ready to retire. I mean, I'm not that old. I consider myself to be young. But I can't wait to retire. You know, I keep getting my little Social Security notices in the mail. By the time you reach 65 and you retire and da-da-da-da-da-da and qualify for Medicare. I will tell you this, on my 50th birthday, damn it. This was some years ago. I mean, that sound like it was like a decade. No. Yeah, it's like when I turned 50 on my birthday, how the fuck did they know? But we talking about the government. I had a fucking AARP card in my damn mailbox. Like, bitch. Really? So y'all knew. And y'all arranged it so that it would be in my mailbox on my birthday. All right, okay. The IRS should work that way too when it comes to returns. I'm just saying. You know? Y'all know January 1st. Them W-2s coming out, and folks got until January 30th, 31st to, like, print them out or whatever, give them out or whatever. Nah, y'all already know what my return is going to be. You already know. You already know. Because you can look at my last pay stub. You already know. Look at the deductions I had last year. You can look at my deductions from last year and tell if I have any dependents, how old they are. You can tell if they've, phased out or if they're still eligible and I can still claim them. Just go ahead and do my fucking taxes and send me my money. That's all it takes. It could be so simple. That's my breakdown anyway. You know? But I mean, of course, if you got shit that you can claim on your taxes, things that you can deduct like medical bills, prescriptions, go to the pharmacy, get a copy of the prescriptions that you've gotten for the entire year. Oh yeah, you can write that off on your taxes. I want to say it has to be what? Up to it has to be up it has to be over $1,000, I think it is. Something like that. Something like that. But yeah, look into that. Trust me, honey. Trust me, baby. When it comes to $1, I know how to make it and I know how to save it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But oddly enough, I'm not a couponer. Unless it's an online coupon and it's going to save me $10 off of an oil change. I wouldn't say I'm thrifty because I am a Sag and my Taurus is in Saturn. So yeah, from time to time I do like shiny things. But if there's a way to save some money and get a bargain, get something of value at the bargain, I'm there. I'm your one. 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 You want to talk about dividends? I'm your one. Yeah. People hated playing Monopoly with me. Yeah, I was that one. Oh, I miss that so much. You know what? I'm going to have to find I'm going to have to find some people who like board games, who just want to sit and play Monopoly and drink coffee. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to do that. Damn, now I want to play Monopoly. All right, moving on. I'm sorry. This deck is crazy. It's a brand new deck, so bear with me. What's going on? I didn't like that. What's going on with Libra couples? Libra couples. What's going on with Libra couples in the love department? And kind of like you singles, it's like finances popped up in there for you. So hopefully that'll happen with, damn it, man. These cards are flipping over. So I might as well like pay attention to the shit, right? It's like what I posted in Facebook. How can you trust someone who's delivering you messages when they got a fucking smoke detector going off because it needs a battery? That's a message, bitch. You need a battery. If they're not listening to that fucking message, then how are they equipped or qualified to send you a damn message? Anyway, I digress. That beeping shit just gets on my fucking nerves. Like, bitch, I know you hear that. How can you deal with that? Beep. That shit, and it's piercing. It ain't no regular beep. Anyway, I digress again. All right, so we got the Fool card here, and we have the Magician. So this is popping up for you couples, right? Some of you may be embarking on a new journey. Some type of new opportunity may be coming your way. You're having some type of blind faith as you're like leaping off of this damn cliff. Even though the dog is warning you, bitch, watch your step. I got this. I got this. Red Bull gives me wings. With the Magician card, right? It's all about having all the tools, all four, as far as tarot goes. You've got your... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. You've got your cup, you've got your pentacle, you've got your sword. What am I missing? Oh, damn, this is fucked up. You got your cup, your pentacle, your sword, and your wand. How could I forget a wand? Damn. So it's like whatever it is that you're trying to create, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest on your newfound journey. you have the self-confidence in order to do this, which is great. Right now, because it's in the early stages, you have clarity as far as what it is that you want to do. You don't get cloudy until opportunities are thrown your way, and so forth and so on your little journey or whatever. In this state, you have willpower as well. You have not developed any, bad habits as of yet, as the people that you meet along the way. But um, yeah, just know that. Just know that it's a new journey. Everything. It's like starting a new job, and they're telling you, well, you're going to have to travel for this job. First thing you're thinking of is, I got to drive my own car. It's being provided for you. There's a car. Okay, so that comes with a gas card, right? It's been provided. All right, so what time do I go to lunch? Oh, don't worry about it. We'll bring it to you. It's been provided. So just kind of think of it that way with the magician card. It's like you have everything that you need to go on your venture, that you're putting in your little hobo pack. And I put that little joker in the middle of the deck. You know how he's got the little hobo pack thingy? That's where the wand, and inside the bag, you have your pentacle, you have your cup, and you have your sword. Maybe. You might be wearing your sword on the side. I don't have to look at it. I'm really interested to know now. Oh, well, it'll come out. We'll look at it later. Libra couples. What's going on with Libra couples? Because they've been waiting for this. What's going on with Libra couples? Libra couples. And when I say Libra couples, I mean Libra couples, not... That's my man, but he don't know we go together. You're not a couple. Oh, she's my woman. She's my woman. She knows she's my woman, even though we haven't had a discussion about it. And she's still seeing that dude. She's still my woman. No, you're not a couple. If you're having a three-party situation and you're the one in the middle, that's not a couple. That's a three-party situation. No, you can't say, well, this is just about me and this person or me and that person. No, you're in a three-party situation. This is for couples. Two. Because a lot of times, I'm realizing this when people, say little things or whatever. And it's not necessarily like on my channel, because I barely post shit. But when I do, it's meaningful. It's like, well, that doesn't resonate with me. Well, that doesn't make any sense because, there's somebody else that's involved. If somebody else is involved, it's a three-party situation. It's no longer a couple. It's a person who has two relationships. Come on now, y'all. Come on. Come on. This whole thing about loving yourself, the first number one rule is that you do not lie to yourself. Do not sit up here and be in a relationship with somebody and they fucking with somebody else. You don't like it, but there's this fear of losing something if you don't hold on. Man, come on. You're better than that. But you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself that at some point you're going to be happy, or at some point they're going to, leave this person, or even flip. You're lying to yourself if you think that this person is going to leave the person that they're with because they're with you. No, if you're comfortable and you're in it and you're staying, guess what? That person that's in the middle, they're living both worlds. They're eating their cake too. If you're comfortable in it, why should I change anything? You're still here. It's been 3 years. It's been 8 years, and you still dealing with me. And I still got this person over here. You're not going anywhere. So, after that length of time and you start making threats, well, I'm leaving, I'm not doing this no more. Okay. Don't get mad because they're like, all right. Because they expected it. They prepared themselves for it. It was just you had to realize what was going on, but you were blinded because when your feelings get involved, I'm not even going to say your heart, when your feelings get involved, when your emotions get involved, you don't see straight. You don't. When your nose is wide open, you can't see nothing but the sky because your nose is that open. It's blocking your view. You have to look at things for what they are. You have to look at things for what they are. So if somebody comes up to you, some people are upfront nowadays and they'll tell you, well, I'm in this other situation. I'm in a marriage. I'm living with my girlfriend, or I'm living with my boyfriend, and I'm married to my husband. But I like you. I want to get to know you. Yeah, things aren't how they should be at home, but I'm trying to get away from that. Yeah, right now, not forever. Because once they draw you in, then you're like looking like the fool because you're like, okay, so when you going to end this? I thought you were going to leave this person. It's complicated. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, man. Don't. I mean, because you're getting ready to invest time that you cannot get back. Messing with somebody's sorry ass. Come on, you better than that. You deserve better. Now, if that's your lifestyle, then that's your lifestyle. If you get down if you get down like that, you get down like that. I'm not judging you. That's how you get down. So you good with that. But if you don't, and you want to just be with one person, and they got somebody else, I'm just saying, don't expect something to change. I'm sorry. It's like, it's like, okay, well, you know what? And I've done it before where someone has come to me and they were like upfront and honest about the shit, which is good because they didn't take my choice away. They told me the situation and I said, well, you know what? When you decide to be with one person and you out of that situation, look me up. We'll have a conversation. I'm not waiting. I'm not going to be ready. Look me up. I might be single. I might not be. You won't know until you look me up. But no. Somebody like that doesn't interest me anyway. I mean, why? It's like, if that's what you do, you're going to do it with me because this is your lifestyle. Don't think you're the first one. They've done this repeatedly. They've had other relationships outside of their marriages or their common law or whatever you want to call it, whoever the fuck it is that they live with. They've had multiple relationships. Do you think you're the first one and it's the first time that they've ever done this? No, baby. No. They're going to stay with you for as long as you stay with them, and they're bullshit. And then when you decide that you've had enough, guess what? When you start talking, I'm leaving, I'm not dealing with this no more until you change, they have already started out looking for the next one to replace you. So when you do dip out, the other one is already there. Come on, y'all gotta know this. Come on, it's the game. Y'all gotta know this. But, some of y'all just think it's gonna change, and no, y'all messing with them low vibrational motherfuckers, for real. Why? Why would you do that? Why? Like I said, there's a difference though. If it's a lifestyle, and usually if it is, they're open about it. The other person is going to be with them talking to you. Okay? So, just know that. All right. Couples. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make the algorithm recognize me, please. Please. All right, so we have the Judgment card, right? So with the Judgment card, it's about, I want to say it's about renewing yourself, it's more than just, having a second chance on, a second lease on life or whatever. It's definitely about rebirth. It's about becoming new. All right, so that's your overall energy. It's also about, and a lot of people don't say this, but it's also about redemption, redeeming yourself. Maybe there's something in your past that you've done, and you need to redeem yourself. You know, it's like you made an attempt, you tried something. For example, for those of you who tried to go to college, and at that point in time in your life, it didn't work out for you. But now, you know, it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about sitting in a classroom. It's more mobile now, where you can do everything from home at your leisure, at your, you know, at your speed, which is a lie. It's not really at your speed. You have about a week to complete whatever it is. You got to make 3 posts to a board. Been there, did that. That was after my attempt of college, because I didn't go to class. I went to class, but I didn't go to class. Anyway, that's a different story, different time. Anyway, I decided to go back to school. And it was a lot easier, you know? It's like I was able to get 2 degrees in no time. But I mean, it took a lot of sacrifice. I did have to, you know, I had to prioritize. So I felt like I was constantly in front of the computer all the time. But anyway, I digress. Redemption. So in that example, because I didn't do what I was supposed to do my first go around with college, uh, I went ahead and I redeemed myself in my late 30s. I redeemed myself and was like, fuck it, let me get 2 degrees. So I did that. And I'm proud of that, because, you know, you have to want to do it. You have to have that drive. And the person at that time that I was with, um, mm, yeah, I'll give it to him. He did support me. He supported me. Yeah, he supported me, especially when it came to accounting. He supported me. Anyway, all right, couples. Oh, hot damn. Look at that. Nice. Nice. That is on the completion. All right, because this is the couples reading. Oh, damn, that is so good. Isolation, we have the Justice card. Isolation is not going to mean what you think it means, but I will tell you in a momentito. Damn it, man. We just had this damn 5 of swords on enlightenment for the singles. The hell? And you saw me shuffle, painfully shuffle. Ooh, child. We got the 7 of swords on expansion. Don't jump to conclusions now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just wait. Take a breath. Step back. Take a breath. Because I know a lot of y'all are used to seeing that 7 of swords and thinking, we're not even going to put that out there. Libra, you showed up for your reading. We have the World card. Yes, yes. And that's on release. All right. We have the Knight of Cups. I need some breakfast. I'm kind of hungry now. We have the Knight of Cups on instinct. Damn it. It can't get no better. Look, y'all better not make me cry. 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 I'm already tearing up. Damn you. Damn it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It's because you don't know what it is. I know what it is. I see what it is. And I'm getting a little emotional because, oh my gosh, Libra. I love you guys. I do. But I'm hating y'all right now. Y'all better not make me cry. You got the 4 of Swords. And you got the 8 of Cups on the rejection card. On the fucking rejection card. Okay. 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 This whole trickery shit, like I told you, it's not what you think it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my guy. My guy. Listen to this, my guy. My guy. Why? All right. I need a moment. I need some coffee. All right. With this completion card and celebration, I mean, damn, I said celebration. With the Four of Wands, right? Um, there may have been something in your past couples where it could be something that started off so simple but was so trying that it really like tried your relationship. But you made it through. You made it through. It could be like outside, influences like family members, like trying to be in your business. It could be anything. It could be the stress of bills. It could be anything, but you're past that now. You guys like stood together. You guys, look, we're together, we're married. You could be engaged. Maybe this is an engagement. Maybe you guys, went through some like difficult time and now you're engaged, which is great too. But the old you of who you used to be as a couple, because you've grown, it's gone. You've taken the time to learn each other. You've taken the time. I mean, hopefully you did that before you got married or before you decided to live together, before you became a couple. But when you're always going to learn something about your partner, because like I said, there are times when you are off with your friends doing your stuff, or you're at work, you're your own individual. You might just, decide to take time out and just go for a ride or whatever. Hopefully you have that type of relationship where you don't have to report where you're going, but you can say, all right, babe, I'm going to go out for a few minutes or a few hours. You need anything? You want me to bring anything back? No, I'm good. And it should be good. I mean, it doesn't have to be where you going, why are you going over there, what time you going to be back. That's too much. That's too much. I get, you know what? I guess for me, because I don't like to be questioned, so I don't question people. I don't. I don't question people. Unless I need something like, hey, are you gonna be around? Are you gonna be around Wegmans? Are you gonna drive past the Wegmans? Can you pick something up? Something like that. But where you going? How long you gonna be there? I don't. Nah, because I don't want anybody asking me that shit. But anyway, um. definitely happy now. You guys are in your freedoms zone. And when I say freedoms, it's your freedom as far as creativity, your freedom to express joy, happiness. You are in your safe space, right? You've created this world, you know, the two of you together. If you didn't and you invited someone in and you're just coming in on it, the way that they feel about you, the way that they love you, what's theirs is yours, and what's, once you get something is going to be theirs too. So it's going to be like evenly yoked there. All right, so we have you right here. We have the Justice card. Unified love, baby. Together, a partnership, right? For some of you, excuse me. Now, this is kind of crazy because with this one, it's like engagement. And you think marriage and engagement party, engagement like that, right? And then here, this is also engagement. So again, like in the singles reading, when it had the Page of Pentacles or the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, basically confirming the same fucking thing. So you guys are meant to be together. All right? You have found your one. You have found your one. You have found your one. You have a connection. You have this connection that just you will never be connected the way that you are connected to the person that you are with at this point in time. For some of you, remember, this is a general reading. This is a general reading. Remember, it's a general reading. So if it ain't clicking, it ain't you. But take from it what you will. Take from it what is you. All right? All right, so on the Enlightenment card, again, we got that Five of Swords. I'm not going to explain that again. You already sat through it for the singles one. But then again, anyway. Through dialogue. Let's say dialogue. Through dialogue. Little gems are being dropped. and you're picking these gems up. And this could lead to debates, you know. This could lead to some type of conflict of some sort, but it's not like an argument. It's not the 5 of Wands, it's the 5 of Swords. So it's more of a mental thing. It's like the little gems that you're picking up, it's internal. It's conflicting you and your beliefs and what you know to be true. I'm not saying that it's challenging your truth, but it's a little conflicting. You know, maybe I didn't understand the assignment. So let me research this and get some better knowledge on this. So knowing that, it's like you're trying to stay grounded, and at the same time you're trying not to get your emotions involved. Put it this way. You're maybe from the other person in the relationship, or maybe this is something that you guys are learning together for whatever reason. But you're taking the words for every for every action there's a reaction. No, not really. For every action there is not a reaction, because you can choose not to. See, people keep leaving out the word choice. Everything in life, you have a choice. If it happens to be a choice to go without, people have done it. You know, they've starved themselves because of a belief. So stop thinking that you don't have any fucking choices, because you do. It might not be what you want, but you have a choice. It's just like when you were a kid. You told your mom or dad or whoever, I don't want this. I don't want to eat this. Well, you either eat or you starve. Pick. If your ass decided to starve that night, you was hungry. Anyway. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Just some of you may be like really competitive though. I don't know. Maybe that's one thing that you're realizing about the other spouse, is that they're very competitive. If you didn't know it before, it's really coming out now. I want to say that you also have the ability to agree to disagree. You don't have to agree on everything, which is good because it gives you room, you know. You still need to hear the other person. Don't overtalk the other person. Oh, that's bullshit. What you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? You can actually like have fun with those kind of conversations. It's like, especially if it's something weird and way out there and it's funny as hell. You got to look at it. You got to look at the irony and be like, how you really believe that? You know, with this 7 of Swords, this is where it gets interesting. This is the meat of the reading, darling. All right, so with this whole expansion thing, right? I could actually read this a couple of different ways. We'll do this first way first. It's on the expansion card. The 7 of Swords, for those of you who don't know, it also means incomplete. Something missing, not just thievery, something stolen, but it also means something missing. There could be something as far as like this expansion that you're doing. There could be something missing from this. I mean, if you're married, say you guys have a house now or an apartment, whatever, but you're financially secure. You're in love. You may be thinking about starting a family right now. Right now, you may be thinking that you're missing a fur baby. Some of you may be thinking that you're missing a child. I don't know. There's like this longing that you have. There's something that you're missing, a void that you're trying to fill. This can lead, especially when you're not understanding it, or if you're not really knowing what it is, this can lead to, disagreements. It can lead to, being distant because you're not connecting. You need to connect. You need to communicate. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. It's like you're half communicating, don't forget Swords, mental communication. You're half communicating what it is that you're feeling. All right. So you want to be aware of that, because once you start leaving your partner out of the loop, shit ain't gonna work. It has to be a well-oiled machine, you know? You have the world card here. So definitely there's some cycle that you finish, some type of completion that you have stopped to move on to the next chapter. But also this could mean an arrival of new life. Could be a child, could be a fur baby, could be a brilliant idea, something that you've been trying to execute forever. So for those of you who have been trying to get pregnant, you probably are. You just don't know it yet. But here, if you've never been pregnant before, I'll let you know. If you get like a stuffy nose, or you feel like you have a cold, especially, or you feel as though it's not becoming a cold, or you feel as though you have allergies in the wintertime. Ain't no allergies in the wintertime. Ain't no allergies in the wintertime. When you wake up, and if you happen to be nauseous and you run to the bathroom and you vomit, and it looks like an egg yolk, oh baby, it's on and popping. It's it. You done. You are done. If it's orange, well, an egg yolk can be like yellow or whatever, but it's gonna be like this color, like a yellowish, orangish kind of color, right? Oh yeah, baby, baby. As soon as you pee on that stick, before you pee on the stick, the essence of your urine is going to scream positive. Oh God, I don't think I've ever explained it that way before. The essence of your urine is screaming positive pregnancy. So congratulations, especially if this is something that you've been working toward effortlessly. Um, congratulations, congratulations. All right. So that's like in your present. This is in your present. Now you have the Knight of Cups, right? So I don't know. There might be, if you're not married, then once, this whole pregnancy thing comes about, the person may then propose to you. Don't like feel some kind of way. Oh, you're just proposing because I'm pregnant. They may have been wanting to propose to you a while ago, but never could find the right time. Don't forget, proposal, right? Remember I told you that this means proposal, right? Domestic happiness. Come on, a person's not going to move in with you and not have marriage cross their mind. There's no way. At some point, when you move in together, I think for the majority of people, when you move in with somebody, the thought of marriage is there. Well, let me see, because now I get to see what it'll be like when we're married. You cannot tell me that you have never lived with somebody and never thought that. Use a lie. Use a motherfucking lie. Stop that. Stop that. Stop lying. Stop it. Stop it. Because you know it's true. That's the first thing when you start talking about living together. First thing each person is going to say, the person who's asking, you want to live with me, and the person who's accepting, I get to see what it will be like living with this person. It'll be like we're married. Or I'll get to see what it's like to be married to this person. So yeah, don't think it's because you're pregnant. This person doesn't even know. Well, for some of you, you haven't even told the person. But for those who you did tell, no, they're feeling as though this is the right thing to do. They're listening to their higher selves. I don't know. They're just listening. They're actually being honest and pure in their actions. They're actually following their heart. They love you. And they want to do right by you. Wow. I don't, whoever the person is that's asking, y'all been saving up behind the scenes, haven't you? Y'all been saving up some money. Y'all been doing some stuff behind the scenes. So yeah, maybe they were a little bit deceptive over here. Maybe just a little bit with the expansion. Maybe they were. Oh, damn. You know what I just noticed? Look at this expansion card. She's holding the world card here, or the world, right? Looks like she's pregnant. Well, she could be pregnant, you know. You know, it's all on how you perceive things, how you look at things. Um, hmm. I don't know. I'm kind of getting. Did somebody's brother just pass away? Or maybe you're due any day now, and maybe there was like a family member who passed that you were close to. I don't know. The question is up in the air as far as like naming the child after that sibling or that cousin or something. Well, I hope I didn't ruin the surprise. For some of you, this might be, I don't know. I don't know. For some of you, this may be the third. Like the first and the second are gone. First and junior are gone. But now here's the third. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I know that kind of like, that sounds, it's like, how can it be the third if you're saying junior is gone? That means, isn't this a couple's reading? Yeah, I know. I just said that. I just thought that. Um, I don't know. I'm not predicting anybody's death or anything like that, but somebody's going to be named after someone. Maybe you're bringing a name back with the first and the second being gone. Maybe they were the only two, and now this is going to be the third person with the name. I don't know. I cleaned that up pretty well. Go figure. I don't know. All right, so in your future, you have the Sun card here, and you have, it's lining up with the Recovery card. Things are being illuminated now. Things are being brought to your attention. You're starting to recover parts of your other life. And I'm not talking about the one that you had across town. I'm talking about in another life, another lifetime. Things that used to do, if you believe in reincarnation. Things are like being exposed to you in that sense. For the most part, though, I mean, this is a happy time for you. It's all about vitality. It's all about positivity, prosperity. It's about all the things that make you feel good, you know? Hey, live your best life. If you want to go riding horseback naked through town, you could do that too. I don't know. If depending, I don't know. You might live like that. You might be able to do shit like that. But again, it's about, like the Judgment card, it's about rebirth, renewal, reestablishing yourself, reconnecting with the earth, the sun, you know, all of your elements to be balanced because, you know, Libra, you all about balance. With the trickery here, remember, I don't know if you remember me and how I described trickery having to do with like, was it singles? I think it was. Anyway, with this card here and with the Four of Swords being on top, it couldn't have found a better place. Get out of your head. You know, again, here we are with the swords. You're like resting where you're supposed to be, but certain thoughts, am I making the right choice? Am I doing this for the right reasons? You might be questioning if this person really loves you or if you really love this person, right? So get out of your head. You're gonna like overthink shit. And when you overthink shit, your mind is so fucking powerful. Your brain, let me change that. Let me say your brain. Because your mind is something different. Your brain. The chemicals that are produced in your brain when you're under stress, when you're pregnant, when, you know, everyday situations, whatever. Anyway, I would say mind. I wouldn't say your brain, because your brain controls functions. Your mind is about thoughts. All right, so take your mind, for example. For whatever reason, you're doubting. I don't know why you're doubting, but you're doubting. Is this the right time? Is this the right move? Should I do this? It's like in the future, after you've already probably said I do. because we got the Sun card here. And don't forget, the Knight of Swords is up here. But you're like in your head, and shit is you're starting to twist shit. You're starting to like, I don't know, you're like becoming delusional with some shit, yo. Why are you doing this shit to yourself? Like, you are so in your head about your relationship when there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But it's like you're like twisting and turning this shit. You may have some outside influences that are telling you stuff. You might watch their kids if that narrows it down to who you think it might be. Um, as far as like the other person in the relationship. Um, I want to say someone from the other person's camp. Somebody is like trying to stir some shit, or maybe they tried to and you cut that shit off at the pass and you're still thinking about that. It's like, I really have my kid around this person. This is the dumbest person I have ever met in my life. How do you even function? It's like, you gotta be on automatic. It's like, how do you remember to breathe? Even though it's an involuntary function, but still, it's like, I don't know. It's like you feel as though this person, they just create drama where there doesn't need to be any. I don't know. It's like, again, this is about recovery. What we got right next door? Recovery, right? Recover. Stop, remember who you are. Remember who you're becoming. Remember who you are right here and in this moment. As you're having these thoughts, remember who you are to pull yourself out of it. Just like when you went through that horrible breakup back in whatever decade it was. If you have the urge to call this person, do not call them, call me instead. It's the same thing. You're having this urge to think of the worst possible scenario. The worst possible scenario. You are like running it through your head. That's where manifestation starts. Remember that. It starts with a thought. It starts with a thought. Then you got to collect the shit. And then you form it. And then you execute. So stop that. As soon, like I said, you got to find a happy place. I don't know whose reading that was. It might have been Cancer's reading. Or it could have been Libra's singles reading. Whatever. Find your happy place. Find your happy place in your mind. Like when you meditate and you like are really in it, where do you go? You go somewhere. Find that place when those negative thoughts start to come into play, to get them out as fast as they came in. It's self-sabotage. You're gonna like fuck shit up for yourself if you do that. As far as, I want to say that there is somebody meddling. There's somebody meddling in your shit. You got to walk away from that because you're planning for the future at this point. You're in meditation, relaxation, you're recovering, and now you're trying to figure out what your resources are going to be. You're trying to figure out if, you're making the right call on certain things. So you're planning for your future. With this whole rejection, I do see you walking away from whatever disappointment there may be. Look, you guys are going to go through something really, really emotional. And I'm going to leave it at that because I'm not going to speak it into existence. But it's like you're going to cut your losses from it. And you're going to decide to move on. All right? It's going to take a toll on your relationship. But just be strong for each other and with each other. All right? One of you, it's going to leave you feeling inadequate. It's going to leave you feeling as though you're a failure. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to leave you feeling as though you're a failure. Um it's going to it's going to really take you to a dark place. All right? Lean on your person. Cuz your person, your husband, your wife, well no, I can't. Your husband, your wife, they're going to be going through it just like you are, just a little differently, but don't exclude them because they're feeling the same pain that you are. Damn it, man. I hate y'all. Shit. Oh my God. Um, you will get past this. Just know it's not your fault. It's just something that had to happen in order to get something else to happen. All right? Just know. It could also be a form of, how can I say this? You know how in life things go wrong, and then by some means something comes in and changes whatever this wrong thing is, just changes it, right? But it allows you to start over. So know that there is a judgment card. It's not here, but whatever may not work out this time for you, don't don't convince yourself that there's something wrong with you. Don't convince yourself that there's something wrong with your partner. Don't convince yourself that you're not a man or a woman. Um, Make sure you talk to someone. Some of you, it's like you'll adjust just fine, but others of you, not so much. And it all has to do with time. In the beginning, it's like, okay, because I mean, with anything, when time goes on, it's like you grow an attachment to people, places, and things. So with this now, yeah, I think, you know what, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna coin phrase noun in tarot readings. So if y'all start hearing other readers use it, they got it from me. So with this noun, right? And I started saying that shit last year. But anyway, with this shit, I'm trying to gain control of myself by switching off. Um, Damn it, Libra. Just give me 1 minute. Know that you're stronger than you think you are. All right, just know that you're stronger than you think you are. It's going to be a trying time. It's going to be a trying situation. But don't blame yourself. Don't blame the people around you. Sometimes things just happen, right? It's out of your control. You cannot control things that you are not in control of. Keep that in mind. Anyway, just know that you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be moving on. But I do feel as though it's going to be there's going to be, I want to say, I'm feeling that there is going to be a positive outcome. But when you're in it, I got to get off this, y'all, for real. When you're in it, just don't lose yourself and allow that person in. Don't shut that person out. And now I can't talk. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck, the judgment card. Like I said, you know, you get a second chance. I didn't even know that was on the fucking bottom of the deck. Oh boy, wow. Just know that you're gonna have a second. Just know that you're gonna have a second chance. All right, Libra, I got to go. Thank you so much for staying with me. It's been like what, 2.5 hours, something like that. Thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that like button. Get that algorithm to notice me. Y'all motherfuckers made me cry again. I'm not reading for Libra no more, damn it. Ah. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay positive, and just know that life can be beautiful and life can seem cruel at times, but it's part of the journey that you signed up for. So this is an experience that is meant to happen. All right. I'm not saying that it's not going to affect you one way or the other. For some it will, for some it won't, and for some this won't even happen to. But I'm not going to speak it. It's bad enough I had to read it. And you guys are smart. You can pretty much figure it out. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. So take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Know that I love you. I appreciate you. And whatever it is that you do in life, I thank you for getting up every morning and doing what you do. Or if you work nights, I thank you for getting up at night and you going and do what you do. Because that is building your character. That's making you a better person in some form or fashion. So with that being said, and my nose turning red, I'm leaving now. Bye. Thank you so much. Love you guys.